Aloha and welcome to another night of thank God this guy isn't wearing any any clothes. So I'm just finishing up dinner this evening, supper, what have you. Trying to eat a little bit more in order to grow muscles and appreciate my body as it's changing, appreciate the growth, appreciate the strength, appreciate creating my own self instead of looking at the world and being like, I don't want to be like that, 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 or I don't want to be like my father, or I don't want to be like any men in my family, right? Like thinking I do want to be like something and then holding a vision of that, what I want to be like in my head, and also sticky notes around the room. So, quick rundown of the day. Went out with the girl on Sunday, stayed up a little bit too late, and that knocked my sleep schedule off for Monday. It was still off yesterday. I'll do my best to get in bed early tonight, um, and up on the same 4:45 schedule by tomorrow morning, 4:45 the wake time, and then do my body scan meditation and then six-phase meditation by Vishen Lakiani, from Mind Valley. After that, I've been I've been doing um, half moon pose and on each side in the morning, almost as soon as I get up or as soon as I get up. And what that's doing is strengthening not only my balance, my abs, but my outer hip area and or my neck as well. Um, I've been increasing slow, maybe every day by 2 to 5 seconds, and I should be up to, I don't know, did about 25, 26 today. My left leg is a little bit weaker. What I noticed in this is not only my balance poses in general getting stronger in yoga, but I have always had flat feet since I was a child. My parents, they're like, "Oh, you're sick, you're weak." They kind of projected their weakness onto me and gave me this victim mentality. And even growing up, I can remember using that in order to get attention, and so not good at all. And reading IFS over the last couple days is bringing up some of these other old stories and working through those, and and letting the protector parts know, hey, I got this. I have all this fucking life experience. I've done all of these things. I've survived. I've thrived in a lot of ways. I'm still healthy. And so we don't need to freak out. We don't need to hide myself emotionally. We don't need to shut down and shut out the world and self isolate, go into firefighter freak out mode. We don't need to disassociate and use drugs. We don't need to like crawl in bed and fall asleep. Um, it's interesting, I think, in the greater context of the universe and the universe giving us what we need. Um, like the thing with the doctor last Friday, or the physician, whatever he was, and his part attacking my part 20 minutes after I'm reading the book about a parts attacking one another, and that experience gave me what I needed, right, to work through some struggles that I had. Um, Confronting my father, who I can't actually confront anymore because he's dead, and then speaking with the girl on the boat, and working with her through that. Today, I decided to set up. I texted her and I said, "Hey, why don't we have a weekly check-in?" And it's really cool. Like she even sent me a picture of some art that she drew, and so I feel like in some ways that helped her improve that. There's another girl that I sent the the book to on Instagram, and she totally freaked out and got shut down by it. But in that conversation, I could see her parts coming out first, and I actually got a little bit triggered because she was yelling at me for that, and I saw my part come out. But um, I could definitely see her protector parts come out and be like, "Whoa, you're a dude who is trying to tell me to heal in a certain way, which means you're attacking me in a certain way, which means you're attacking me, or re-traumatizing me." And there's this other girl who I met at a party on Friday, and I showed everyone the book. It's really good. She seemed to have some interest in it, and um, listening to her though, her story, her protector parts make her tired and sleepy and want to go to bed and emotionally withdraw, and that's what she's doing right now. And I feel like that's why she hasn't responded to my text, because she sees the book and she sees that opportunity for change, or part of her sees that opportunity for change, and it's not ready to let that happen. It doesn't trust that that is a safe route to do that. So who knows what's going to go on with that. um, but back to yoga this morning, doing that, and my purpose in doing yoga since the beginning of the year is to reshape my body. And in reshaping my body, I hope to reshape my mind, because there is such a strong connection to that. And I've noticed that by doing yoga, I am less and less flat-footed. I was walking along, or I think I came out from a hike, and I stood on the pavement, and I looked down. I was like, "Oh my God!" This was last year, late last year, and I was like, "Oh my God! I have a footprint. It's not just a flat blob." So cool. And doing half moon, I realized, also works my outer ass and gives me a little booty, but that tightening that muscle in turn tightens the muscles along the side of my leg, and in turn stabilizes my ankle, so that just over the last couple of days I'm overpronating less. Now, I surfed again today. I saw a cute Japanese girl. She was kind of busy surfing and kind of standoffish, and it's a little bit of a weird situation. And then coming back, and then coming back, we were both at the crosswalk. She was on one side, I was on the other, because I got out of the water first. She was carrying her board back to the shop, and I started laughing, and she was like, and then finally, right as we passed each other, she gives me this look like, so she's shy, at least, or maybe not shy, but something, um, maybe too vulnerable or whatever. But I caught her in that thing, which felt good. So what else? Half moon. Oh, that leads to getting an appointment with a physical therapist today. Um, and there's some posture imbalances that I need to work on. I actually went for my wrist and for my shoulder. So my back, my shoulder, my lats, all those things, they need to be stretched out. I have an injury from drunkenly sledding down a hill in Japan years ago, and where I hit my spine up against a fence, up against a pole. I thought I was paralyzed. I was in so much pain. Who knows? I may have cracked something. I don't think anything came back on the X-ray. Thank God. But that is why my there's tightness there and a shifting there, which causes my um, a tightness in my left shoulder, as well as some rib flaring. So I need to work on tucking my ribs down and tightening my abs. I had been working on my transverse abdominis for handstands, but apparently I need to work a little bit more on tucking and my internal abs as well. So all these things, all these things are great. All these things are showing me I need to work on that transformation. And I was thinking while cooking this evening, I was like, like, and I wasn't really cooking. I was heating some things up in the air fryer, but um, you know, I enjoy simple foods at this point in my life. I don't need to cook a big meal. There are other priorities that I have, and I did used to in the past cook a lot, and it was a lot of time, and that time is why I didn't work on my body as much. So yeah, this is, and Brendan Burchard says the same thing. Like, just, like, commit yourself to like having the best year health wise that you can, and I believe I am a lot healthier and stronger than I was last year in so many ways. So all in all, fantastic day. Went to yoga this evening, and it was funny because the dude asked me, like, what do you need to work on, and I said, oh, what, everything, whatever you want. uh, the yoga instructor, and and he worked on shoulder stuff. So the universe gives you what you need when you need it, and when you're ready for it and open for it. So all you need to do really is just have an idea of what you want and be open and accepting, and then it appears, and then you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and do it, like that Art Williams speech. You just do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. Click subscribe. Just watch the video. True love does not hurt. Attachments do. Can't remember if we did this yesterday or not. We're doing it again. Love cannot cause pain. Attachments cause pain. We create attachments in our mind when we want to hold on to something or someone, or when we expect things to be a certain way. When the attachments that we create in our minds break, we feel their rapture deeply. How deeply depends on how much we identify with the image that we have created. When things happen contrary to these images that we hold dear in our minds, we feel pain from these attachments being stretched and broken. Attachments are not a form of true love. Unconditional love, selfless love, a love without expectations, is a higher form of existence that creates no attachments or images. It is a state of profound egolessness. Expectations and judgments are attachments that the untrained mind repeatedly creates, causing more knots and burdens that impede our happiness. The typical human mind is eclipsed by the delusion of the ego. The ego separates, categorizes, and labels everything that it comes across, causing our discontent and misunderstanding. All mental tension comes from not letting go. And physical, in the end. Stress and anxiety are the children of attachment. They are both forms of craving that take us away from the present and into areas of imagination that steal away our peace. Wanting always interrupts being. Peace makes you strong. Hate reveals your emptiness. Kindness feeds your happiness. Anger reveals your fear. Love makes you free. How to lead yourself. Develop a relationship with your intuition. Have the courage to follow its guidance. Yeah, I'm even eating more intuitively recently. Like, I noticed for a while I was very low and light on carbs, and I think it was affecting my energy. So and even when to contact someone and how to contact them, it's coming a lot more easily. And just follow through. I can only give to you what I have already given to myself. I can only understand the world as I understand myself. Sweet dreams, everyone. Have a beautiful evening. Better and better every day. Aloha.